How much money should you be investing in your Canadian startup under the Startup Visa program? Now, note that your invested money in the Startup Visa is different from your settlement funds. Settlement funds are the minimum funds you need to show an IRCC officer that you can take care of your family and yourself for a minimum of 1 year while you are in Canada. When it comes to settlement funds, if you are applying under the Startup Visa program and you are applying for a work permit, your settlement funds need to be double the number of funds that are shown on the table. The approximate settlement funds that are required is in the range of $27,000 per person, that's for the first person, and an additional $7,000 for every additional family member. Let's look at the investment that's required in your startup under the Startup Visa program. Now, while the IRCC does not specify a certain number that you need to invest, here are 3 guidelines that you can keep in mind when looking at that investment number. Firstly, what have you projected in your business plan? If your business plan claims a certain amount, you need to be sure that the reality supports that. While it does not mean that you need to have all the cash to fund all the activities in your business plan, the program allows you to raise investments in the form of debt, equity, from angel investors, or even grants. But you do need to have a conservative number in place until such time as you can raise the balance investment amount. Secondly, there is the test of reasonableness. What does that mean? It means, for example, if you are entering a competitive space with big time players there, you're going to need a large marketing budget for the campaigns. As an indication, if you intend to say start a new social media company to take on the competition, the likes of Facebook or TikTok, even a few $1,000,000 may not be a sufficient investment. Thirdly, there is a test of time. So if you need to keep your business active and running for, let's say, 2 years, what is that going to cost you? This is Canada at the end of the day. It is expensive. Things are expensive. A single employee, if you hire them, would cost you in the range of $40,000. Rent is high. Marketing expenses are high. Do you have enough investment amount to support the business for 2 years until your revenues and customer traction kicks in and that supports your business? Even after the 3 guidelines that I've just shared with you, I'm sure that you're looking for a very specific number, because we all are, let's face it. If you are not in a hyper-competitive consumer category, I don't believe you can claim you've made genuine effort of doing business in Canada if you haven't invested at least 70,000 Canadian dollars into your own business. Now, incubators that I've discussed with have mentioned investment amounts in the range of 50,000 Canadian dollars. Some incubators will specify this investment amount to be at least in the range of 100,000 Canadian dollars. This is before they are willing to commit to even providing that letter of support. Of course, the higher the number of investment, the better. If you hire a Canadian citizen or a Canadian PR holder, it helps to show that you are invested in your business and interested in making it a success. IRCC can actually see through potential scams. So let's say that you have a certain amount invested in your company and you're paying yourself a salary every month. They can see through something like that. Or if you pay invoices to non-arm's length parties, they will know. So make sure that the effort and activity of your business is genuine. Make sure that the investment in your business is for genuine purposes. If you'd like to have some more insights on the Startup Visa program for Canada, do get in touch. I'm one of very few RCICs, if at all any other, that have actually come through this program themselves. Yes, that's true, folks. I moved to Canada on the Startup Visa program myself with my family 3 years ago.